Thank you so much to Nexium 24 Hours for sponsoring a portion of this video. I don't think I've ever had a birthday cake from a professional bakery for myself before. My birthday is coming up, and my mom has always made my cakes when I was a kid, and then when I started cake decorating, I always made my birthday cake because it was the one time a year that I could make whatever I wanted for myself. Kevin had the idea to give them an insane budget to make me a birthday cake. These are just like a Christmas cake or an ice cream cake. Like, these are cakes for me. And we're doing the biggest budget that we've had yet, which is we gave them between $300 and $1,000. $1,000 each. There's 3 of them. They could do something based on the icing artist, on the brand, or they could do something on my like previous job as a woodworker. I mean, there's a lot of information about me on the internet after almost like a decade of putting myself on the internet. People know that I love traveling, I love photography. I've got a little floofy dog named Archie. There's lots of stuff, and I'm so curious to see like what they're gonna come up with, if it's gonna be like baking or icing artist or like me as a cake. That would be cool. I'm a little scared to see my face as a cake and cut into it, but that would be cool. For up to $1,000 budget, it should be crazy. Are you ready to bring out the first cake?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. My first birthday cake.
Okay, come on in.
Coming in. My first ever birthday cake. Well, made by somebody else. Yes?
Yep.
Oh my God, it's me. Oh, she made me look so cute. Oh my God, I'm holding up the little unicorn cake. And there's pictures of me all over the cake board. Okay, I'm sorry. When I said like maybe someone actually making me out of cake, I didn't think someone would actually make me out of cake. I love that I have purple hair. I love my purple hair so much. Let me just like take it all in.
You look like you're tearing up a little bit.
I'm like really happy. This is really fun. I think doing people is really challenging, and I'm glad that she went in more of the cartoony way than realistic. Sometimes it can look scary. Like, have you seen those realism like cakes of people's faces and they get something off a little bit and then their eyes like a little wonky? Like, any little detail and all of a sudden you can look really messed up. I feel like there's not a lot of details on the face, on the body. How much was this one?
This one was $4.50.
She's the one who does all of the insanely detailed cakes, right? Like the unicorn, the zombie and stuff, right?
Yep.
So usually she does a lot of detail, but I think like the time restraint of having a week and a half with other cake orders probably played a factor. But I still really love it. I really do. I love the concept of it more than anything. I love the color and texture and shape of my hair. I feel like she got that all really well, but there are some messy details that I just want to get out of the way. The hands, especially like the one underneath the cake board, we're just not gonna look at that because it's like a little bit like melted looking hand. This is me like critiquing and looking at every element that most people would just like look at it and be like, wow. I think I would like to see a lot more like shaping and detailing in the jeans, in the shoes, in the jacket. Like you can see the collar is kind of like ripped off here. But at the same time, I know the time restraint, and this one was only $450, which is on the lower side of the budget that we paid for a lot of cakes. I feel like really overwhelmed by all this money being spent on my birthday. This is all for you guys for the video, like also for me, but like for the video, we don't normally spend this kind of money on ourselves. So this is a big deal. Okay, if I'm rating this individually without seeing the other cakes, knowing the budget and the timeline, I feel like I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. She made me into cake and that's so much fun. It's just some of those details that like, if she had a little bit more time, I feel like those details would be a little bit better, but I feel like I love it a lot. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
Come on in.
Birthday cake number 2.
Yep.
Go.
Yep.
There's a switch.
Hit the switch.
Wow. I feel like I'm lost for words. Like, this is insane. The amount of detail and skill that would have to go into a cake like this. I've always wanted a baking themed cake, and I feel like the flavor might actually be cookies and cream, which is really funny that it's almost like the mixer making my cookies and cream cake. How much was this one?
This one was $800.
I feel like this is a lot of details and a lot of things going on for $800, especially with everything being edible. Like, even the piping tip is edible. Wait, this can't be edible.
Yeah, it's gelatin.
No.
Yeah.
No! She made a piping bag out of gelatin and a piping tip, I'm guessing out of fondant, and then filled it with ice. Like, that is like an unnecessary level of detail that I have such appreciation for. I will say that I feel like this cake could be for anybody if it wasn't for this sign right here, which happens to be our old logo. You would know that it's my birthday cake. It could just be someone who likes baking. So I feel like I'm missing that really like personalization to it. She could have like customized the mixer by putting my name on the mixer, the icing artist on the mixer, or doing some sort of customization there. That's the only critique that I can think of because everything is insane. Like, I am blown away that this piping bag is edible. I'm blown away by all of the little details, like the little egg carton with the little expiry date on each of the eggs, and then the sugar bowl for like the crack egg. Oh my God, the knob. It looks like you could actually like switch speeds. Like, it's just so cool. What are your thoughts?
I think it's super cool. Like the whole thing's cake.
This is cake?
Yeah.
This is cake.
I believe so.
This is cake?
Possibly.
No. I wouldn't even know how to begin to structure something like this to make that all cake. Like, that is crazy impressive that it's all edible. As a whole, I would give this a 10 out of 10. Like, it is exceptional. It is so cool. But because it's like my birthday cake and I was really hoping that this would be like customized for me, I give it an 8. But at the same time, I feel like she knows that baking is my life and she made me a baking cake. So I love it for that too. Look at the details, like mixer for mixer. That is so cool. All right, let's bring up the next one. Before I bring up the next one, I want to thank Nexium 24 Hour for sponsoring this section of the video. If you're a foodie like me, cake isn't the only food that you enjoy, and you're likely experience that unpleasant burn in your chest after eating something your stomach does not like. Well, my friend, that is heartburn, and it really sucks when you're just trying to enjoy your post-meal nap in peace, and then you feel that electric burn pulse through your chest. For me, my stomach gets super fussy with any kind of tomato sauce or spicy foods, which really sucks because I love me some spaghetti and anything with a little bit of kick. Nexium 24 Hour is your fireproof shield that protects you from irritating frequent heartburn. You can just take one pill in the morning and enjoy all the different kinds of foods and naps you want uninterrupted. Nexium 24 Hour has great resources on the website for additional information on how to help reduce heartburn with diet and exercise. It's doctors' #1 choice to manage their own frequent heartburn and works 2 times longer per dose than H2 blockers. You guys can shop Nexium 24 Hour now with a link in my description. Thanks again to Nexium 24 Hour for sponsoring this section of the video. I'm so scared of wrapping this. I can't see anything.
Not yet. No.
Oh, what do you want me to do?
Keep going over the table. It's very
Oh, where are we going? I can't. It feels like it's tilting. What are you doing?
Okay, hold on.
It doesn't. It's not on the turntable.
It's not on the turntable.
Okay.
I know. It's on it. Slowly let go.
I don't think I can let go.
Slowly let go.
I don't want to let go.
You're good. You can let go. Go away.
Almost gave me a heart attack.
You almost gave me a heart attack. You guys better like and subscribe because these cakes are awkward and heavy AF.
Can I look now?
Yeah. Sorry, I just needed to do that.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, is that me on top of the cake? Oh my God, I can't. Wow! Okay.
Wait, why does it look like Archie's being murdered? What is happening to poor Archie? Why is he all red?
I think because he's saucy from the chicken wings on the
okay.
pizza.
Oh,
or...
there's stuff dripping from the pie too. Maybe he got dripped on?
Oh, maybe he got dripped on. Okay, there's so much to break down here. They asked for like things that I love. I feel like they tried to include all things on this cake and then some, and like holy topsy-turvy like craziness this is. I want to see me more. Should I get a stepdaughter?
Sure.
Oh my God.
What?
Best assistant ever. It's like you in a suit.
What? What is this? Assistant?
Yeah.
That's just rude.
You're basically my secretary, Kevin.
That's just rude. Assistant.
Let's go up. Let's go up.
More than an assistant.
Okay, they were 4
Aren't I?
hours late delivering this
Thought I
today.
was.
Kevin's still caught up on this. How dare you? You look really handsome. Yeah, they were 4 hours late delivering this today because apparently they had 3 delivery trucks come to try to take it and it was too tall. So I see what the problem was now. Oh, it says Lori on the front with a little heart. What?
Just, oh, and it says Lori.
I have never had a birthday cake before. Like not, but like I have had birthday cakes before, but like this was the kind of like customization like element that I was mentioning. How much was this one?
They filled the budget.
The-
Yeah, they
so
gave us two
one-
options. One was a $750 option. This was a $1,000 option.
$1,000.
Yeah.
The most money we have ever spent on a cake to date is this guy. I love Archie's texture because he's like not furry. He's like almost like a lamb wool. So it's hard to get that texture down.
What is happening to the poor boy?
I know, he looks a little bloody. As being a foodie, like I love that I'm just sitting on a big pile of food. I just want like a smorgasbord of like all these different kind of foods.
A what?
A smorgasbord.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, all of the, like just give me all the kinds of foods on one table and just let me eat all of it. That's what I want to do for my birthday. Okay, and this summer we just got back from a cross Canada trip and our trailer, like, is that not like,
Pretty spot on.
even the truck, like I feel like everything is like really accurate. We have pictures of our truck and trailer like on my personal Instagram page. If you go to Lori Shan Official, you'll see like more of my personal stuff there. They've looked at all of these different elements and pulled elements of my life into the cake. I don't know that there's a lot of details they could have worked more on except Archie being bloody. I feel like there needs to be like a piece missing out of the chicken wing just to show he's eating it. I think the taco is my favorite of all the foods that are on here. That cheese looks like legit cheese. Like that's very confusing to me. I feel like I give this cake a 10 out of 10 just because I feel like this is definitely a cake for me. Like this is my birthday cake of all things I love, but in such a cool way. And I'm excited to see all of the cakes side by side and taste them. It's so interesting to see the directions that they went. The details on this one are so amazing. They did such a good job with like a single concept. This one, above and beyond with so many concepts, but all the details are still there. But this one, I love the concept the most. I just wish the details were on par as the other ones, but don't forget this one is less than half the price as the other two. And this one looks a lot more like me than I think the figure that's on the top, even though the figure is detailed. They're all extraordinary for their own individual reasons, but I feel like I'm gonna have to pick this one as my favorite. I just wish some of those details were there. Now let's see which one tastes the best. Apparently all of it's cake, so I'm just gonna try cutting in right from the top.
So this one's cookies and cream?
Yeah, it definitely is. Cookies and cream. Okay, let's try this. I love that it's not too sweet. I feel like it's really fudgy and really moist, which is amazing. And I feel like the cookies and cream has a really light, fluffy texture to it. Not too sweet. I just feel like it's really well balanced. What is the flavor on this one?
That one is chocolate cake with caramel filling and an Irish cream liqueur.
Ooh, chocolate, caramel, and Irish cream. That was a big bite. I feel like the flavors are really mild. Okay, now I'm getting chunks of caramel, but I'm having to search for it a little bit. So I feel like I'd like those flavors to be a little bit more bold so I can really taste them in every bite, but it is very good. And I feel like it's really well balanced. It's not too sweet either. I feel like everyone knows now that I don't like cakes too sweet because none of them are too sweet so far. When you do get those little chunks of caramel, it is really good. This one they sent a diagram, which is really helpful because there's 3 different flavors in it.
Wait, so how much of this one is cake?
I think all of it's cake.
Oh, wow.
This is one flavor, the pizza and the cake, and then like the pie and the taco is another flavor, and then the cake is another flavor, I think. Yeah. So the bottom tier is cinnamon dolce, which I feel like is the same flavor that we got for that Christmas cake that I love, and it was so delicious.
That's the one?
It's funny, this is a lot more sweet than the other 2 cakes are, but I feel like that cream is so good. It's kind of like a vanilla cake with this light caramelly, cinnamony kind of filling, almost like a chai latte. Okay, the taco.
Watch your fingers.
Okay, so this is vegan chocolate cake with vegan chocolate buttercream. That's a good vegan cake. It's very chocolatey, it's very rich, it's not too sweet. It's a little bit fudgy, almost like a brownie. Like this chocolate cake is better if we're comparing chocolates, but I feel like it's very well balanced and it still has a lot of that like fudgy, chocolatey flavor that you'd want. Like it's still like a really good chocolate cake. The top one is a vegan vanilla cake with a strawberry milkshake buttercream. I am not sharing this cake. This cake literally says my name on it. And this top tier is just for Lori. That was really good. I love strawberry ice cream. And it tastes like a combination of like a strawberry sundae and vanilla cake. Like it's so good. It's a little on the sweet side, but it's so tasty. Oh my God. I feel like for best flavor, I have to go with this one specific to this layer. I feel like this layer was just so good. Let me know what you guys think down below on the designs and how they did. And if you guys would have come up with something completely different for my birthday, I'm so curious to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that like button. It really helps us out. Love you guys. It's been a couple hours and I just heard a thump from the other room and I'm on the ground. I crashed. They said that this should be able to stand out of the fridge for like many hours, no issues. And now one of my legs is up here and the other one's down here. A birthday cake. Now you two better not fall over.